Wow, I'm not even ready for 2025 yet. I needed more 2024 to get things done before embarking on a new year, but here we are. Today, I wanted to ask you, do you make New Year's resolutions and why or why not? Now, there are pros and cons to this, and some people say, no, I don't make them. I don't believe in them. I don't think it's a big deal. And that's perfectly fine because those people are making goals and plans all through the year anyway. So it's not a big deal when we bust loose with a brand new calendar. That's fine. And the fact is that January 1st is completely arbitrary. It doesn't matter that we have turned the page in the calendar. It doesn't matter that it's a new day. Zen Master Dogen famously said that we can start over 84,000 times per second. Per second. It's pretty intense. I like that a lot. So you can always make a new plan, set a new goal, dream a new dream at any time, at any point in the year where it's touchstone for you. Maybe it's your birthday. Maybe it is New Year's Day. It doesn't really matter. I used to attend this self-improvement conference once a year, and I moved away from the area. That's the only reason that I don't go to that anymore. But in one of the breakout sessions one year, a group of us were talking about how we used it as a time to kind of check in with ourselves, because we were working on ourselves in this conference. It was just a weekend conference and trying to work through some things that were going on with us individually. And we would look back and say, well, did we do that? Because we leave the conference with all this great energy. Okay, I'm going to do these things and I'm going to work on this stuff and I'm going to clear out this stuck energy and I'm going to move forward. And then the following year, we would look back and go, did I do that? Maybe, maybe not. Some years better than other years. So in that regard, I think it's nice to have a date, whatever that arbitrary date is, when we're able to look at our situation and say, I'm making progress or I'm not making progress. Why not? What do I want to do about that? So that can be helpful. If you do like New Year's resolutions, my suggestion is to make them actionable. And here's what I mean by that. A poor New Year's resolution. I want to lose weight. And I'm picking this because most of us want to lose weight. Uh, okay, that's lovely. Now, how are we going to do that? And when are we going to do that? So let's get some numbers going. I want to lose 10 pounds by this date. I'm going to start on this date. And here's the action I'm going to take. I'm going to track my calorie intake across this week, put it in my calendar. I'm going to see how many calories am I taking in that are sustaining the current weight where I am. The following week, I'm going to cut my calories by 10% or 20%, whatever my doctor says is healthy. If there's an exercise component, check with the doctor first. And then here's what my exercise plan is going to look like. That's going to start on this date and it's going to look like this. And I'm going to check in here and I'm going to weigh myself this often, but not all the time, right? Because it can create compulsive behavior. So it needs to be an actionable goal, not just something that's, I want to lose weight. How are we going to do it? When are we going to do it? What are the steps? What's the due date? When are the steps due? And that's how to really make a resolution that is helpful. And then at some point, it becomes an affirmation. So let's say that my resolution is to go to the gym more. More than what? More than I went last year. Okay. Am I actually going to look at my calendar and my gym membership and figure out how often I went last year? I'm probably not going to do that, right? Most of us are not that motivated. So I'm going to guess, and that's not really good. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to say, all right, I aspire to go to the gym 3 times a week or more. When we ask the universe for something, we ask for this or something better. When we set ourselves up for something, we're going to say, I'm going to do this or more. But going 7 days a week isn't really healthy either, not when you do it week after week after week. The muscles need time to rebound and relax. So how about we say instead 3 to 6 times a week? I'm going to go to the gym 3 to 6 times a week. starting February 1st. Okay, that's something workable. Now, after February 1st rolls around, then I'm going to say, I go to the gym 3 to 6 times a week. Now it's a present tense affirmation. It's okay to put it in the future when I put it in my calendar and it's happening in the future. But once it's happening now, then I'm going to parse it and phrase it as an affirmation. I'm doing this now. So that's another good way of working with a New Year's resolution. So I'm curious what you all think. Do you use New Year's resolutions? Do you not use them? How do you use them? What are some of yours if you'd like to share? So feel free to put them in the comments and let's get a conversation going. Thanks, everybody. Have a happy belated New Year because it's never too late to start again. 84,000 times per second. So keep that energy of renewal going and let go of what no longer serves you. Start doing something that does help you. It's always a good time for a fresh start. Bye bye.